We're gonna make these creepy, gory eyeballs. They're great, they're cheap, they're easy to do, and they look fantastic. You can do a lot with them. You could put them in a little bowl. You could stick them out of a prop so it looked like his eye was hanging out. And all it's going to take is a few really easy items and a little time. So let's get started. So let's talk about what you need to make these eyeballs. Well, first of all, you need the eyeballs. So ping pong balls. I have some old ping pong balls hanging around, but you could find some cheap ones at the dollar store. You will also need some of these. It's called amaranthus. It's a fake foliage that I got at the Dollar Tree. You'll need some E600 glue, some bamboo skewers, and a block of styrofoam if you have it lying around, a bowl that you don't care anything about. You're also going to need some clear Elmer school glue, some McCormick's red food coloring, and really just any kind of blue food coloring as well. You're also going to need some irises that you print off the intranet. I will put the link below to the irises that I used. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is take your ping pong ball and cut out one of the paper irises and cut the iris out. Cut some slits around here and here because that will make it easier to adhere to the eyeball. And this is what the one looks like that I have half made, and then you just glue on the paper eyeball. The next thing you'll want to do is take one of your bamboo skewers, skewer it right in the back, and if you have a small piece of styrofoam, this is going to work really well. Stick it right in here so you have a nice solid work spot. Because what you're going to do is you're going to actually take your E600 glue and you're going to put a really, really, really healthy dot of this on the top of it. You're going to make it really thick. Cover the entire paper eyeball. And then you want to put a little bit of water on your finger and just kind of smash it down. Smooth it around so it pushes down the sides. I don't know if you can see how it's kind of creating these, how it's going down the side. And again, this is so much easier to do, especially because it's all gluey, and to let it dry, if you can put it on, because I like to run away, you can put it on the skewer and then put it in a block of styrofoam. So when that is nice and dry, you'll want to move on to the next step, which is to add your optic nerve. Now this is what we're using for the optic nerve. It was this foliage, amaranthus, I think I said, that I got from the Dollar Tree. And these things are great. They just pop off like this. You just slide one off. And then when your eyeball is all dry, you may need to enlarge this hole. Hang on a second. I'm looking for a knife to get it to go in there. It's a little thicker than your skewer. And I'll just want to take that. Sometimes they will. Cheap ping pong balls, right? I need to make my hole a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's go this way. All right, let's try it now. All right. Ta-da! Eyeball optic optic nerve. Now, we're not done. We're actually going to take our hot glue gun to make sure that this stays. And we're also going to build up the back of the eye to help hold in the optic nerve, but to also make it look more gory, gross, and fluid. So I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun and get it all heated up. Alright, I think my hot glue gun is warmed up and ready to go. Let's see if I can get you guys a little closer. This is what we're going to do. We're actually going to run hot glue. You can see this. From the optic nerve. And again, we're building it up on the back of the eye. This is going to hold it in place, but it's also going to build up the gore factor on the back of the eye. And if you want to help it dry a little bit faster, spray bottle, cold water will help it set a little bit quicker, cool it off. So I'm going to continue to build up this eyeball. Sure that it's nice and glued in there. Use my spray bottle again. And now you can see, except for some of the stringies, it's got some nice texture and it's pretty solidly connected. I'm just going to build it up a little bit more here, but it's solidly connected, so your optic nerve will not fall out. Alright, we're almost there. We're going to let it dry and then do the really fun part. Okay, one last step we have to do with this eyeball. We have to give it some gore. So to do that, we're going to make some homemade blood. To do that, we're going to use some Elmer's, just clear, washable school glue. Let's get a clear plastic cup. Up to that first line. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of McCormick's red food coloring. One drop of blue food coloring, and let's mix it. The school glue gives it a nice thick consistency. You can see, nice red, goopy. Now this is where that bowl comes in, which you want to make sure that you don't care about. As I mentioned, the school glue is washable, so you will be able to wash this all up. But we just need to pour it all up. So pour it all down. Yep, you are going to need your gloves again for this. Pretty messy stuff. And just massage it in to your eyeball. Make sure to get the back really well. Ooh, messy. It's pretty gory. So now we're just going to let this set and dry, and you're going to have a nice gory eyeball, creepy eyeball for your Halloween display.